right, it's our last day at the Shooting Star Casino, 8th Annual Paracon. Standing in front of me now, one of the stars of Ghosts of Shepherdstown and Paranormal Lockdown, Nick Groff. Nick, you were telling a really creepy story about a location that you're really fond of, and you said it's some crazy activity. Would you mind sharing that with us?
Absolutely. It was absolutely amazing. So I was at a prison called Shepton Mallet Prison. It's near Bath in England, and we were investigating it. I was living there for 3 days, and at dusk, when the sun was setting, right in the prison yard, I was seeing the shadows just move. And I've never seen shadows so clearly before like this. And they were surreal, like they were right there in front of me. And all of a sudden I look up, and right in the middle of the courtyard, I could see this outline of a shadow, solid figure, just all black, standing there. And then I blinked and it warped back to the prison wall. And we rushed over to try to find it, and it led us into these old 1600 years jail cells right underneath the prison that they just discovered, and opened up the walls to find all these jail cells underneath the prison. It was absolutely creepy, and we figured out that there was a ton of people that were hung there in the old gallows that sat foot where all these shadow figures were being seen. I've never seen anything like this before. It was one of the creepiest experiences I've ever had, and we documented so much activity at this location.
Do you think shadow people are actual ghosts, or do you think they're kind of an echo of humanity at one point?
I think there's so many different things that shadow figures could be. It could be something that's looping. I also believe that there's a time slip with maybe a transparent image of these shadow figures that kind of slip through in time in our reality in some other realm that we don't fully understand yet. But I also think, after going to so many haunted locations that are very sinister, that a lot of these shadow figures are showing up at locations that just have a dark past. So I think shadow figures are there to try to I don't know exactly why they're there, but they're at negative places, and maybe they're kind of like observing, or they're looking for stuff that could be a little bit more haunting in nature, I guess a little bit more negative in fashion, but that's where I'm starting to realize more shadow figures are at those dark locations. So I don't know who they are, what they are, or why they're there at these locations, but maybe there's something from space in a different world that are coming here studying us and trying to figure out what we're doing as human beings.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.